We're on. It records just like that. Hi, it's Vicki,
Sonia.
and welcome to Symone Purpose Channel. We are here for a very special reason. As you know, November 11th is Veterans Day, and guess what? These two women are veterans. So, hello. Today's topic, we're going to talk about what made us join, because everybody has a reason. You know, some people have their reasons where they want to go to school, get their college paid for. Some people, they had nothing else to do. Some people want to learn a trade. And some people are patriotic.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, me, me neither. Not even, because I would have to say the way I joined by my brother bringing somebody home. He brought somebody home. And this is after I had my daughter. And I'm like, you living in the house I'm living in. I got to do something. Because, you know, dreams shattered, nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. And you just like, I'm working 2 jobs, doing what I got to do as a young mom. However, I was like, I need something better than this. So he had brought this young lady home because she was from Chicago. So they drove from Montana because that's where he was stationed. Mm-hmm. And she came downstairs and she was talking to me and she was like, have you ever joined? She was in the Air Force too. She was like, have you ever
And you went to the damn Navy?
Okay, we're going to get to that. Let me tell you. Listen, yes, because for some odd reason, this is how laid back the Air Force was. They was never there. Okay? Never, ever there. And I had to roll out. It was time to go. But they was, every time I went up to the recruiting office, because they were in, what was that recruiting office at? I want to say they were in Harvey.
Yeah, that was a recruiting office in Harvey.
I think it was Harvey. I know it wasn't in Dalton. So yes, it was a recruiting station in Harvey. And of course, it was Air Force, you know, all 4 branches. And the Army, Marines, I wasn't going. I went up there several times. Every time I went up there to talk to an Air Force recruiter, they were never there. And I was like, I was discouraged a little bit. And I was like, no, I got to go. I got to do something. And I just kept walking. And I was like, well, somebody, you know, the light is on in the Navy recruiting office. I walked up in that joint.
So they got her by default.
They did. They got me by default. Listen, I walked up in there. He had reading the newspaper, literally, like you were seeing the movie, reading the newspaper with his feet on the desk. And I looked, I was like, oh, okay. Well, they a little chill. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, you looking to join? I said, no. You seen the Air Force? I was like, y'all seen the Air Force security? They was like, oh, you ain't gonna reach them. He was like, why don't you come over here? Let's talk about the Navy. And the first thing I asked, don't you guys know how to swim? He's like, yeah, and no. Yeah, I ain't know how to swim.
She defaulted into the Navy.
I did.
Because we are an Air Force family. Most of us is Air Force.
Yeah, my brother and my sisters were Air Force.
And your nephews.
And my nephews. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't count them because they came later. I'm talking about the ones that I knew
when I was joining. You said that.
I don't care if they're happy I said that. They don't count because I ain't including my son who actually went to the Navy. No, they don't count. I'm talking about the ones that went before me were Air Force. And then, the Navy got me. They did. They did.
Yeah, well, I was never going to the Navy. I was never going to the Army. And I damn sure wasn't going to no Marines. So it was Air Force. And the recruiters was there when I went. So I don't know what the heck was going on when you went, but they was there when I went. But I actually got recruited at school because during career day, they were there.
Oh, okay.
And my whole home situation was not the best. My childhood, not the best. The way that, growing up with drug dealers coming on the porch and beating folks up and windows being broke out.
Oh Lord.
Folks running and jumping in people's cars, legs dangling and shit. Yeah, I didn't want to be around that no more. I needed out.
Yeah, that's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. A bitch needed out. And so I was not the brightest bulb in school. I barely made it out of high school because I fucked around a lot. I'm a smart cookie now, but I just didn't pay that close attention in high school because I didn't want to be there. Just everything was fucked up. So I didn't really give a shit. Then that opportunity came along and I took it. I took it because it was my ticket out of the ghetto, bad situation, drug dealers, just all around, fuck it, poor people.
Right.
And I was poor growing up. And I didn't want to be that for the rest of my life. And so the Air Force was a good opportunity to get out of there, to get a career, to get money for school, because eventually I was going to go to school, but I didn't have no money to pay for it. So this is a way to get all of that, get out of my situation, and start a new life. Far, far away from the streets of Chicago, which I so desperately wanted to leave. And so
I understand.
that was my way out. And so I took it, and my Shantae took it.
Yeah.
Grammy didn't want me to go, but I said, look, I got to go. I got to get the hell up out of here. I can't stay. That's what I told her. I said, I can't stay here. So the Air Force was my ticket out of poverty, my ticket out of not having money for school, and my ticket to just a better situation. And yeah, so we left. Now, what I didn't fucking know is that they were going to be so inspired by having twins that they was going to put us in basic training together and then put our bunk beds next to each other. Because they thought it was so fucking cute.
Well,
it is not
to
fucking
you,
cute.
To you, both of you, I'm sure it wasn't cute because you like, we've been here, done that, especially in high school. Oh, the twins.
Yeah.
I get it.
You're not an individual. And so, yeah.
I get it. And but hearing your story, I love it. You hear more stories like that because the years I've done and then some of the sailors that I was over, their story is more like yours. Where my story is not because I was poor, it's not because I was trying to run from my household because it wasn't a very safe household to live in. It was very toxic. However, I had other aspirations, other dreams, and then those dreams and aspirations were shattered, being a young mom. And then you're like, I have to do better for her. So she is my motivation and the reason I joined. Well, yes, she is the reason that I joined.
Did you have to think about that?
I did, because I thought about it because I was like, well, the reason I joined is because I was talking to the young lady and she was explaining stuff to me. However, my daughter is the driving force of me even considering it. Because when I say, even when my brother was when he joined, I like, it never crossed, the military never ever crossed my mind until that day. Never. Like, I never was like, oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, that looks like no far, like so far from my mind.
Yeah, well, going to the military was never in the forefront of I wanted to be a lawyer. But my high school grade said, bitch, no. No, bitch, you are not going to be a lawyer. I didn't think I was smart enough. Yeah, I was like, I'm not smart enough to be a lawyer. Yeah, them D's and F's was like, bitch, what?
You were smart enough.
1.6 GPA at one point. Yeah, I was a horrible baby. I was a horrible student in high school.
Listen, I got mine down. Yeah, mine went down. I think the end of my sophomore year, beginning of my junior year, my GPA went down to like 1.8.
Yeah.
And when you have a hard time, it's like you can't think. Life
focus
was
wasn't
just
there.
Focus was not there.
And when you when they say you can't concentrate when you hungry, that shit is so fucking true. Because I can't tell you how many nights we didn't have food.
Really?
Girl, going in that kitchen and that refrigerator be baking soda up in there. Baking soda and
No,
a jar of
sis.
water that we took from the sink and put in there so it would be cold. Yes, we would have to wait on grandma to come home just to eat some nights. A lot of nights. That's that's how rough it
Oh my
was.
gosh.
When I tell you, looking in the refrigerator and not seeing no fucking, now I know how these fucking snap people feel.
Oh
Because
my
going in the
gosh.
refrigerator and ain't shit up in there to eat, and you got to wait on her to come home from the restaurant she worked at
Mhm.
10, 11 o'clock at night so you can eat. Because she would bring home, food home. That shit is rough. You can't fucking focus. Yeah, I had to get the fuck up out of that.
I did. This is the first I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's rough.
That I would.
It's rough.
That is rough.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
rough.
We've never. I would say we never went hungry. My mom did make sure that they rationed that food,
but you had some
but we
food.
had it. Yes,
Yeah,
we did have the food.
There was a
like
lot of
she never
times
made
we didn't have any food.
Oh,
Yeah, sucked.
that's crazy.
Sucked ass. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. So all of that, thinking about all of that, yeah, that was the reason why I was like, I'm out of here.
Yes.
Because yeah, this is not the business. This is not how I want my life to be. This is not what I want. I want better. I've always been focused on having a better life than the life that I had growing up. And so now, let's get to the fun shit.
And what's that? What's the fun stuff?
The fun shit is when we were, well, not all of it was fun, but basic training. Now, most people hate basic training, but let me tell you, my basic training was so much, that was the best fun I ever had throughout my whole freaking military career. And it wasn't that fucking long. But that 6 week of basic training was the absolute most fun. One, because we were our tech sergeant's first female flight.
Okay.
And he treated us like princesses. When I tell you we got away with some shit, we got away with some shit.
Oh,
in
wow.
basic training, baby. Now in the dorms and stuff, you're not supposed to have food. You're not supposed to have music playing. There's a whole lot of shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. What was we doing? All of it.
Oh wow.
All of it. And our TI would be in there. He'd have feet up on the table, reading whatever he was reading, and we in there hooping and hollering and playing around and doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. And he wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't say nothing. And yes, it was a lot of fun. Now, when you were in, what was it like when your first, like on my first day when we showed up and we got off the bus? Of course, they did the yelling and the screaming and the all up in your face and all that kind of. So that part is true. They do get in your face when you get off of there. And they try to.
Ours was especially like, get off my bulkhead. Like,
yeah.
Really? Like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
They're keeping you up now on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they were keeping you up on purpose.
All of that and basically trying to see if you're going to turn around and get back on that goddamn bus. If you're going to wash out before you even get started.
Ain't that the truth?
But see, I was an athlete. So basic training was like, bring it on, because I was already a runner. So if you already a track star, that and I was a long distance runner, so running wasn't shit. See, it was very easy for me.
Well, vice versa for me.
Yeah,
because I wasn't a runner. However, I'm telling you, when you are motivated and you do something with a purpose. Let me tell y'all, when you do something with a purpose, first of all, sister can't swim. So, you got to jump off the diving board. They put you in a little kiddie pool first. So
really?
Put you in a little kiddie pool so you can learn how to swim and backstroke and everything like that. So I did that for probably a couple of hours and all that other stuff.
A day?
Yeah. Okay. No, let me tell you. When you're motivated, you just do stuff you don't think you can do. And then, I know you've seen that big old dive. Like, look, we got to jump off the platform. So people scared, people scared, and they had to push a few people. First of all, I wasn't going to let nobody push me.
Damn, they
And
pushed y'all?
yes, and they was like,
Okay.
once you jump down, you got to come back up. Mind you, when I tell y'all, I promise you, I don't swim because I'm scared of the water. Anyway, long story about that. But I was so motivated, and I didn't want to keep having to come back to these swim lessons. Child, I jumped the thing by myself, and I swam, and got, and they did, and yes, I passed the first time.
Hmm.
My RDC was like, "You said you know how to swim." I was trying to get some water, sir. I was trying to do everything I needed to do to get out that water. Now ask me to do it again. I probably won't. So that was one, and then I couldn't run. So the first time they had us running, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." But by the time I left boot camp, this is how motivated I was. I was the second fastest female in my division.
Oh, okay.
When you're motivated, you keep going,
Good for
and you
you.
push. Yes, you push yourself.
Good
I
for
was
you.
say, what?
Good for
Because
you.
I was trying for that excellent. Y'all don't understand. No, that
Listen.
outstanding. I think it was.
Okay, so did y'all have honor flights?
What?
Did y'all have an honor flight?
What
The
is
top, the top class in basic training, and you're
Girl,
considered to be honor flight.
Well, that's not what we called it, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did. Child, we weren't worried about them people.
Oh, we was worried. We was worried because we were very competitive, baby. We was very competitive. We wanted them honors, and
So
those honors we got.
So I was just like, you can win. We did Captain's Cup while we was in where you can win prizes or you win awards and stuff for your division.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember my division, Division 212.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in '98. But when you can win a division, I think we won something. I just don't. I know we didn't win no running. Yeah.
Well, we were the best at marching. We were the best at running. We were the best. We were the best at every goddamn thing. Okay. And we were honor flights, and we worked hard for that. We worked hard for that. So let me ask you this: so did y'all have dorm chiefs, and did y'all have that dorm chiefs and flight element flight leaders? And
not call that, but yes.
Okay, so you did. Okay, so now I've got interesting stories about this. But do you have interesting stories about basic training in like your dorm chief or your flights or anything?
No, I don't know. The only interesting story that we had, we used to just try to always go to the boys division where we had to stand watch.
Lord have mercy. Now see, of course, of course you did. Because why the fuck not? Not something you're supposed to be doing. Well,
listen,
why the fuck not?
listen, it was co-ed. So we were co-ed.
We were co-ed too, but the men was on one side and we were on the other side. So you come
What's
in
the
the door.
What's the one side? You talking about in the same building, right?
We in the same building. We're in the same area. So if you walked into the room, so you would have a door. You come in there, and then there's a door over here and a door over there. The men would go that way. The women would go that way.
Yeah.
And we ain't supposed to be meeting in the middle.
Well, we met in the middle.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to be meeting in the middle. They ain't supposed to be in there. We ain't supposed to be over there.
Now, them RDCs was not coming to check out because y'all didn't stand watches like we do. So we had to learn how to stand watches.
No, we did stand watches. Did y'all? Yes, we did.
And so we stood watches, and them RDCs wasn't coming back checking on us. So.
See, I got a story about that shit too. So, so Shantae, now, okay, so when we first got there, we had to select who we wanted to be.
Is what it's called.
Okay.
I had to really think. I was like, what was the name of the Navy's people? It's been so long, y'all. Don't judge me.
Yeah, no, we won't. We won't judge her for that, but y'all can judge her for going over to the men's area. But anyway,
I wasn't trying to have a boot camp. I was going to help somebody else.
Oh Lord, the lookout. She was the lookout.
I was.
So like I said, boot camp was fun. I really enjoyed boot camp. So true story, y'all. So when we first got there, we had to select dorm chiefs, element leaders, and latrine queens. So at the very beginning,
not latrine queens.
Yes, at the very beginning, I was selected as the dorm chief. It was a very brief stint.
And what would that be?
It was a very brief stint because I was just like an interim chief until they, everybody selected the real chief.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time they got to the elections, yeah, they didn't want me. They didn't want me. Okay, fine. So I ended up becoming one of the element leaders. So you have the dorm chief who's over everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the element leaders who has a flight of females. So it was probably, I want to say maybe 25, 30 of us in the flight.
Okay.
And so it would be like 10, 10, 10, 10. So it was
Mm-hmm.
four element leaders, and then you'd have however many people you would have in each group. So I had a group, other people had a group, other people and all that, right? So now my group, our responsibility is to make sure that your group passes inspection. They can make sure that they're doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, make sure that their lockers are neat and nice, make sure that the beds are made that the way they're supposed to. And if they're not, you're supposed to assist them with getting all of this shit right, because we're inspected. We're inspected daily, right? And so have your shit together, because if not, they're going to tear your shit up, okay? And then you might be doing some push-ups, you might be doing some extra shit. Well, Sonia ain't about extra shit. No. Sonia's not about extra shit. So, and this is a little tip for anybody that decides they want to go into the military. When you go and you in basic training, you want to make sure that you separate what you're going to wear on a daily basis and what you're going to keep straight. You want to make sure that your shirts, because they have to be folded ever so lightly, and they're going to get a ruler, baby. They will get a ruler and measure to make sure that it is correct. Your shoes have to be a certain way. They need to be able to bounce a quarter off the doggone bed. Hospital corners.
Oh, wow.
Right? Your doggone locker, when you hang up your clothes, they have to be so many inches apart. They're going to use a ruler and measure that shit. So what did I do? For every person that was in my flight, I went through and made sure everybody's shit was perfect and was like, listen, leave this stuff here. Once we get it straight, we get it inspected and they say it's cool, don't touch it. Don't touch it, right? I was militant. Let me tell you, because no, you're not gonna come over here and tell me that my people's shit ain't perfect, ain't right, they ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. So I was on them. Okay, we passed every single inspection, and I'm not even bullshitting you. Ask Shantae. Every single inspection we passed with me as the lead, right? So then these bitches decided to stage a goddamn mutiny. Them.
Oh,
staged a goddamn mutiny, right? Oh, so you bitches don't want me as your leader, huh? I really do think it has something to do with the fact that I was black and they was white. I really do. I really do believe that, right? Yeah. So these bitches staged a fucking mutiny, went to the TI and told them they didn't want me to be the leader no more, right? Because I wouldn't let them wear all their stuff and I wouldn't this and I wouldn't that. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Fucking fine. So they pulled me from that. And I was like, wow. Okay. Well, do what the fuck you want to do then, right? Do whatever you want to do. Fast forward, they put another person in charge. She was a white girl, put her in charge. What happened?
They were failing.
Sonia passed the inspection. Everybody else was failing. Failing, right? So Shantae's laughing because my sister's in we're in basic training together. So she's cracking up. A couple of our other friends are cracking up. And then the other black girls in there is cracking up, laughing at the white girls because the white girls are failing. And I was helping all the rest of the folks because I already know what this shit is about. Right?
I don't, yep.
So fuck y'all. That's what I said. Fuck y'all. Then later, these bitches had nerve enough to come say, Airman Wilson, can you help us? I said, bitch, I was fucking helping y'all, and y'all didn't want my motherfucking help, so fuck y'all. No. Right?
Of course
Guess
I
who
could.
the fuck was Latrine Queen? My motherfucking twin sister. And what did my sister do? Got revenge on them bitches. When I tell you, baby, when I tell you, Latrine Queen was in charge of the bathroom.
I know what a latrine queen
That
is.
ain't not.
Oh,
Latrine Queen was in charge of the bathroom. So what did Shantae do?
What Shantae do?
My sister said, "Oh, they don't want my sister? Oh, I got something for their ass." And that chick was like, cause she was already pissed at them because they was washing their hair every day, hair all in the goddamn sinks and shit, just every goddamn where. So she was pissed off about that. So then she got really pissed off when they did me the way they did. They had nerve enough to come back and ask me for my motherfucking help. So Shantae was like, when I get out this motherfucking shower, this shower getting clean. And if you ain't take no shower, you won't get no shower tonight. And it was like that for the rest of basic training. Baby, when I tell you, Shantae was like, y'all better get in that shower. She would come through the thing. She'd be like, I'm getting ready to get in the shower. You got 5 minutes before I get up in there. Because once I'm out, it's closed.
Oh.
Yeah, she took up for me. She was like, I bet them bitches mad now. We was cracking up. At a point, it became us versus them. Because
I can tell.
It was us versus them.
I can tell.
Baby, yeah. It was
Wow.
So it was some racist shit that was going on. But yeah, we also subtly got our revenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were promoting. I had to experience that in boot camp.
Yeah.
The racist stuff. That was crazy.
Like, you motherfuckers got me fucked up,
yes,
and you think I'm gonna help y'all asses now?
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Because one girl I remember, she was promoted to E2, and when you do, you like, how do you get promoted to E2? You didn't do nothing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did that have to do with the
like sometimes
in basic?
Yes, you could get advanced to like E2.
Without like college?
Yes, without college degrees. It all depends on, like, say if you perform very well on the exam. If you're if you rank high, number one, like on all the tests that we have to take, because we have to take a lot of tests. If you rank, number one or so, then they can actually promote you.
Really?
To the next one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got royally fucking screwed then, because that wasn't happening in the Air Force.
Yes, accelerated advancement. That's what it was. It was like that part of the program. But yeah, when she get it, because we were neck and neck.
So
and
what were you when you
my
went
tests were higher than hers.
What
and
were you?
I had to say something to him.
What were you?
Like, well, I came in as an E1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too.
I came in as an E1. I climbed.
You climbed all the way to the top, sis.
I climbed. Yes, I climbed. So, I started from the bottom, then I was there.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yes, nothing was accelerated. I had to take tests every year. Nothing was given. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit ain't never given to us, so.
No, it's not. That's why.
It's not.
Yeah, you couldn't touch me.
Mm-hmm. Good on you. Good on you.
Yes.
All right. So fast forward to your tech school, since you didn't really have much going on in basic.
Yeah. Yes, because basic was just, it was.
Basic.
I was motivated. Yeah, it was basic. Like, I was motivating other people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other people to continue, because unfortunately some of the people that I met there, they got asthma. They either got sent back for 2 weeks or some of them had to get out. And some people that I really like too. So I was always, everywhere I go, I just end up the motivational person.
Well, you are pretty motivational, sis. So
come talk to me. That's how it really was in basic training. So that was my basic training. Now, when I got to 8th, girl, we will not talk about 8th school.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about 8th school. But I just remembered another story from basic training.
I was a little wild at 8th school.
Yo, we definitely finna talk about that. Let me round up my basic training, because I just remembered another story. So I'll never forget. Actually two. So, back then, it's 93. back then they had well, before they used to, yell and scream and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Well, for the females, they had a policy that the male TIs could not disrespect us as women.
Oh, okay.
And also, if they yelled too much or said, cuss too much, we had the right to say, stop, hold on.
Even back in '93.
Even back in '93.
Oh, wow.
Hold on,
Okay.
stop, too much, right?
Mhm.
I'll never forget one of our TIs, and he was more over the males than he was the females. But this some gun, we were lined up in flight, getting ready to go somewhere, march something we would get ready to do. And I'll never forget one of the females. She said something, and the TI called her a bitch.
What?
When I tell you, myself included, you don't call her a bitch. Who do you think you do? When I tell you we swarmed on him, now we in basic training. You ain't supposed to be talking like that to your TIs.
Right.
But when I tell you, when he yelled at her and called her a dumb, stupid bitch, and when I tell you we all pounced, let me tell you, after that happened, he was never allowed around us again, ever. Yeah, he had to stay with the men. And so, yeah,
and
now
that you say that, and it's so funny because that's what these mofos are trying to get back to now.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to do that because you're so small. They're so small. They're so weak and tiny. Because you was a small little man to even let that come out your mouth.
Yeah, we was hurt.
And they just itching to want to be able to do that.
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
Woo!
Yes. And then this other time, this was actually me and Shantae. So me and my sister, I have a twin, me and her were walking, I think, to the cafeteria, away from the cafeteria. I can't remember where we were coming from. But there was this TI and his flight that was out there, and they were just lined up to go to chow. And he was out there, and the way that he talked was like this. And he would say, "So, fall in line, right?" That's how he sounded, right? So me and Shantae overhearing this, we bust out laughing. So next thing you know, he comes up to us and he's looking at us, and we laughing. And he goes, "Where are the clowns? Where are the clowns?" And we was like, "The clowns." When I tell you, we laughed in that man's face. He's like, he's like, "Give me your 321s. 321s were the disciplinary things that he would pull, that they would pull and sign. And so we gave it to him, he signed or whatever. And we was like, we still laughing, like under our breath as we were walking away. And we both go looking at each other. We both looked at each other. We was like, "Where are the clowns?" This man sounded like a robot. Oh my God. So we get back to the dorm. And we tell our TI that our 321s got pulled. And he's like, "Well, what happened?" So we tell him what happened. He was like, "Don't worry about that." I told you, girl, we was his little princesses. Okay? There was nothing we could do wrong. And it fucking showed too, because the next day, maybe a day or something after that, the next day, all of a sudden, we're all asleep. I think it's probably 3:00 in the morning. And next thing you know, bam, 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 bam. Lady was in our dorm, and she was beating on a trash can with a baton. And she came through there and she woke everybody up. And then she started tossing stuff. All over the floor. She started flipping over beds. She said, "Girl, yes, Sergeant Wells. I will never forget that bitch." Okay? She came in there oh my God, we hated her. She was, because they said that we were too lax. We were too lax. Our marching was shitty. Just all the things. We were just terrible. It was this terrible flight. It was kind of like Gomer Pyle, but a bunch of Gomer Pyles. We were terrible, right? Dang. And that was because he didn't know how to deal with female flights, because he had never had a female flight. So they brought in Sergeant Wells. I will never forget that lady. I will never forget that lady. But when I tell you, she whipped us into the honor flight, because she was like, "We're not going to be anything less than an honor flight." She was like, y'all gonna get your shit together. She said, well, y'all gonna get your shit together. And when I tell you, she went, by the time we got ready to leave, all of us collectively appreciated her.
Yeah.
Sergeant Smoot, Sergeant Wells, and Sergeant Dudley, who we thought was a complete asshole, but he was actually a teddy bear. But it wasn't until the end that we realized just how good they were. And when I tell you, we were so proud of ourselves when we beat out, I don't even know how many flights to be honor flight.
That is crazy. I am really impressed. You remember your...
Girl, I'll never forget them.
I see.
All three of them made, especially Sergeant Wells, made a lasting impression.
You know what? And that's probably why in boot camp, I don't remember, nobody made a lasting impression.
Mm-hmm.
So, you tend to leave a place and be like, you forget about them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't remember not one of my RDCs.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't remember their name. Probably their face if I ever seen it. Definitely don't remember their name. Because they were more blah than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my boot camp experience was.
Yeah, getting to you. Getting to you. Take a school, honey.
So I take. We are not. No.
Yes.
You said yes.
Yes. Tell it, honey.
You know what? I was
juicy.
Probably
bitch, yeah. Tell it. You making that face? That mean it was real good.
Let's put it this way. I went from church girl to a semi-slut bucket.
Oh, damn. Now I really got to hear it. I need to hear it. Tell me a good, juicy story. Tell me a story.
You would want to start. No, yes. This is supposed to be military stuff.
This is military. Military. That is tech school.
I know. Which we say A school.
A school. It's A school. That's part of the military. That is your experience.
When you in Meridian, Mississippi for A school, ain't nothing to do but to go to like hotels and stuff.
Well, she will tell it, Heifer. You entertained yourself some kind of way, and it's part of your A school, so I want to hear some stories.
I did.
Tell a story.
Tell a story?
Yes. Tell a story, honey.
I am not, girl, I'm not going to tell a story.
Tell a story. You can keep it clean, but tell it.
No, I can't keep this clean.
Okay, well, see, now you're intriguing the people. The people want to know.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Well, I do.
No, they don't.
They want to know.
But you know what? I had girls want to fight me though.
Okay, well, tell that story.
Oh my gosh! Like,
probably because you was.
No. It's because one girl that wanted to fight me is because I don't know, because she thought I was talking about her. And if anybody know me, I could care less about a lot of people, especially to be talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to have acquaintances or make friends with almost anybody because I don't have beef with people. Well, she had beef with one of the girls that I was talking to. So of course she thought we were talking about, I'm telling you. And then she didn't like the guy that I started talking to down there. He was an arrogant a-hole. He was.
Mm-hmm.
He was arrogant as all get out. And he was a Marine. He was an a-hole.
You ain't got no stories about him?
Girl, the story ain't got nothing to do with the military.
She got some stories, y'all. I'm trying to pull it out of her.
She is not going to pull this out of me because the story that I have, that has nothing to do with the military, ma'am.
She was in the military.
Yeah, okay,
so
he wants to. He's Marines, whatever.
See, both of them military. She can tell that story. She just don't want to tell the juicy stuff. I'm trying to pull it out of her, y'all.
Yes. Oh, let me say. So I will tell this one. One time in A school, let me say, oh my goodness, I was
one time in band camp.
Yes, I had went out overnight with someone, and I stayed way past the time, and I missed muster. Oh. Girl, if you would have seen me trying to hustle back, now nobody has a car, so you gotta catch a cab. If you would have seen me trying to hustle back, and I think I came up with the most lavish lie I could ever come up with when I went to the quarterdeck, and they was like, "You miss muster." I looked. I think I told him I was like, I couldn't even say I was stuck in traffic because I was like, I don't remember what I told him, but whatever I told him, I didn't stay in trouble. I used the the batting of the eye. Wait a minute. No, I didn't use the batting of the eye because it was a female.
That might have worked too.
Well, it could have. You just never know. But yes, I promise you that. So that was one of the stories. My heart racing. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, they're gonna make me you it. You said I got some more in there.
You got some more juicy stories. What other juicy stories you get?
Girl, with this offline, I'm like, girl, no.
Oh my god, I want to hear it.
Sis,
you got another one?
It has nothing. I was almost your age. Do I have another one? No. No. I promise the juicy. No. You're not going to give me the head on this camera. Y'all see she's trying
I'm trying to get it. Yeah. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to pull it out of people.
You will not.
Okay, I'm going to have to get this one offline, y'all.
Yes, because it has nothing to do with it. It just has something to do. It's funny, but I'm not going to say it on camera.
It's funny. You should say it.
No, because it has to have you. I was definitely testing the waters.
Y'all know what testing the waters mean, right?
I was definitely testing the waters at A school. I calmed down a lot. I was like, this is not me. But when you've been kind of sheltered, I was with
oh
my daughter's
God.
What? What?
This is not the clean cut, Vicki. I know.
There wasn't
food this whole time.
Ain't nobody fooled nobody the whole
time.
But I am not someone who kisses
she's
and
been
tells.
a slut puppy. Don't get it in her formative years. Oh my God.
I'll admit, everybody goes through that phase. Because when I promise you, when I thought about that, I said, did I do that? I was doing that.
Yeah, you was doing that.
Girl, it was time to you, and people were like, what you doing? Get up.
Alrighty now.
Like, that ain't working either. Oh my God. The stuff with it.
Military veteran version.
It is. And what you do at A school?
Well,
tech school for you.
Yeah, mine is what's called tech school. So I actually went to tech school with one of my really good friends, Max, who I was also in basic training with. And we were in Colorado. And when we got there, we were able to room together. So we were roommates, which was great because she was clean, I was clean. And so, yeah, the last thing you want to be is a roommate with somebody who's nasty as fuck and don't keep the dorm room clean because you're still getting inspected.
Yeah. Yep.
So we get there, we fresh faces. Nobody knows us. And the two most popular guys take a shining to us. Yeah, Art and Michael. Michael for her, Art for me. Art had a girlfriend. I think I probably was still in my I don't give a fuck phase.
You could.
Or maybe the early parts of my I don't give a
fuck
phase.
That had to be the early, yeah.
That was definitely the early parts. Because
the
latter part was really wild.
Yeah.
And so, we got to know them and they got to know us and we hung out a lot. And then I started liking him. He started liking me and, we just clicked.
Right.
So we were like the four musketeers. Well, the ratchet bitch that was there before us, they didn't like that too tough. So then folks want to fight. Back in them days, I was about it. I was about fighting. Now, fight in the military? Maybe not, because bitch don't want to go to Leavenworth. Who knows what the fuck might happen to me. So I use my words. So a lot of people got cussed out. A lot of people got told on. Because one thing Sonia's not going to do is get in trouble for other people. I will never forget. Well, it was a couple of instances. I wasn't a shit starter, but I also didn't take shit, and I'm
Mhm.
not gonna be blamed for shit.
Right.
So these dumb bitches decided, because again, you're not supposed to have guys in the female dorms. These bitches decided that they was gonna break that motherfucking rule. She broke the rule. I didn't break the rule, okay? And I'm the new kid, one of the new kids on the block. So I have to test the waters first before I go doing any shady shit. And so they decided to do that.
You told on them.
The fuck I did. And so they were, I don't give a fuck. And so, yeah, so they're doing all of this just crazy shit. The guys are in the dorm rooms and doing stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. And it was crazy. It was like a whole fucking orgy, whatever the fuck was going on, right? Mm-hmm. Just wilding the fuck out. So the next morning, we had an inspection. Well, the ones that was wilding out, yeah, they tell us we have to come stand outside the dorm, because when all this shit was going on, me and Max in the dorm room, we talking, we having a good time. We ain't part of none of this bullshit that y'all are up in here doing, right? We ain't part of none of that. And we just looking at each other like, oh, somebody gonna get in some fucking trouble, some shit, you know.
Oh.
And so next morning, they tell us to stand out, inspection. Next thing you know, shit is being tossed out of rooms because they going in people's rooms and inspect it, and people's shit just not how it's supposed to be. So we standing out there, and it's kind of like the scenes from one of those army movies where they do the one with Goldie Hawn. It's like that. So they throwing baby powder, they throwing Vaseline, they throwing clothes, baby, when I tell you, by the time they got finished throwing shit out of people's rooms and tearing up people's rooms, the only room that wasn't like that was me and Max. Me and Max. We went back and they were like, they came out of there, the T.I. came out of there. She was like, good job, ladies. Good job. I know the fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, good job.
What was they doing?
Girl. Then,
right.
So it got back to them, the shit that had went on the night before. So what did they do? Everybody line up, get in formation, get outside. Girl, it's fucking Denver, Colorado in fucking December. Ooh, it's fucking cold outside.
Yes.
Freezing outside. So we have to line up and go out there. So we all lined up out there standing in formation. The TIs is lined up in front of us. And then they start rattling off all the shit that had went on the night before. And said,
oh, wow.
Somebody better say something. Somebody better tell something. Somebody better, or we gonna stay out here all fucking night.
Okay, so I wasn't doing nothing.
All night.
Ever.
So
they had like an orgy or something?
Baby, yes.
Oh,
they when I tell you they was wilding the fuck out. They was wilding out. It was insane. And so when they lined us up and they were like, who's gonna speak? Because we're gonna stay out here all night. We wasn't out there a good maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I said, I can tell you. I sure did. I threw my hand up. I was like, I can tell you who it was. And he was like, Airman Wilson. I said, yep. He was like, come up here. He was like, you know who was doing what? I said, I sure do. I said, and I can point him out to you. I said, it was him. It was him. It was her. 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 And I pointed every single last one of them motherfuckers out. Because what? So you don't get in trouble for other people. No, she don't.
And she
don't.
said she was not standing out in the
cold. And I wasn't going to stand out. I was not going to stand out in the cold, baby. So the guy was like, okay. He was like, at ease, everybody go ahead and to make those people stay out. So by the time we get back in the inside, Max.
I know they was mad.
Max and I didn't give a fuck.
I know.
Max, Mike, and Art all came up to me and was like, Sonia, did you really just do that? Yes, the fuck I did. Because one, Sonia don't get in trouble for other people. And two, I'm not gonna stand out there in the cold all goddamn night. It's fucking December. It's cold. And I was already passing out of shit from the altitude and stuff. No. If they didn't want to get in trouble, they shouldn't have did all the shit they did. And damn sure don't do it in front of me. See, now I'm not gonna go and tell on you. But now if I'm asked, that is a whole different ball game. If I'm asked,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my ass or your ass,
Oh,
I'm
it's
telling.
gonna be your. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
yours.
it's not gonna be my ass
Every time.
I'm telling, every single time.
Yeah, every time.
And even to this day, Max still be like, "Girl, I still cannot believe you stood in front of that flight and pointed out all the people." I said, "Yes, the fuck I did." She said, "What? When I tell you I hollered when you did that shit." Yes, honey, I'm not getting in trouble for these crazy ass folks.
No lies, because I would have been crying laughing.
Yeah,
I would have.
they was all laughing. And then, like the next day or a couple of days after that, them bitches came up to me. I was like, "Bitch," I said, "Bitch, you shouldn't have fucking done it." And Max was like, "Oh, you want to start some shit?" It's like, we can start some shit now, because Max was just as crazy as I was. We can start some shit now. You shouldn't have did what the fuck you was doing. You damn sure shouldn't have let me see it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. So you don't get in trouble for no goddamn body. Then I got my just rewards, because when they put us on leave, then we went and got a hotel room. And that was when Jodeci came out. I'm still waiting, hey, for you to come back to love. That whole, I fucked to that whole goddamn album numerous times, baby. Every time I listen to Jodeci album, baby, it takes me back. It takes me back to that hotel in Denver, Colorado.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you don't got no songs that do that to you. Just
Girl,
take you back.
Yes.
That whole
not that
Jodeci.
time. Not that time.
Oh yes, baby.
Not doing my A school, but yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Doing the A school, baby. Doing the
I
A
remember,
school.
and it's crazy because this happened in the military. I said, but I remember the song when I first lost my virginity.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
I do.
I can't even remember who. Oh no,
You can't remember who it was?
No. I mean, yes, I would, but then I just remembered all of a sudden who it was. It was not great.
Oh,
it was not the best. I tried.
Well, I can't. You know,
I tried to make him feel better about himself, but it was awful. It was awful. You could barely see it. It was.
Oh my gosh.
It was a football player. He was a big guy, and it just, yeah, it was not.
That's funny. I gotta plug this up. That's funny.
Yeah, it was it was something. It was something.
I would have to say so.
Yeah, tech school was interesting, but that's also where I got raped. But we're not gonna talk about that because that's depressing. But yeah, that's where I got attacked. But fast forward, I was the only person to get the base that I wanted to. Everybody else went to bases they didn't want to go to, or Korea. Like Art ended up going to Korea. He wrote some of I still have the notes that he wrote me when we were in tech school. And he was so poetic.
Oh.
He was so poetic, very expressive. And we had a good time in tech school. And then when I left tech school, we parted ways, and I thought I would never see him again. And then a year later, he showed up at MacDill Air Force Base in the same goddamn office. In the same office. Who knew that a year later that we would end up working together in the same damn office?
That's not.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Because at that time, Curtis was in the picture, and Paul was in the picture, and then here comes Art.
She just had a triangle going.
And then it was like, oh shit. You're back?
What would you say, because we're going to go back to the military, what would you say would be your, how do I put this? Being in the military, what are some of your takeaways from being in the military? Like, did it show you, did it build you in any way?
Yes, it did. Towards the later part of I had every intention of retiring from the military. I did. But it was actually a PI who wanted to fight me over art of all people. She was our boss.
Oh, wow.
And she was trying to fight me over him. Now, you're our fucking supervisor. You ain't supposed to be having no dealings with your subordinate. And it had gotten to the point where she was fucking with me so bad that I literally was gonna beat the shit out of this woman. And I was like, you know what? I think I need to go, because she was fucking with my career. She was fucking with me. And I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. And so that incident caused me to get out. And I got out a couple of months before it was even time for me to get out. That's how pissed and like over, because of all that. It was like almost a year of that shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And so I was like, fuck this shit. I don't have to put up with this shit. But it was my intention to do 20 years and then retire. So that didn't happen. So, but the good part about it was it gave me more discipline. It gave me a lot of structure. It gave me, it motivated me to test my limits. It motivated me to finish my education, to go to school. Honestly, I don't think if I went to the military, if I ever probably would have went to college, to be honest with you, because I was so over school. Like I said, high school wasn't the best. And the career path that I really wanted to take, like I said, I didn't think I was smart enough. It wasn't until a lawyer told me that I was smart enough, believe it or not, working on my own goddamn divorce. Which motivated me to go to get my paralegal.
Right.
Yeah, which motivated me to do that. But also the military gave me the money to do that. So it had really gotten to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the military to better my life and make it work for me. No matter how horrible some parts of it was, I'm going to figure out a way to make it better for me and make it work for me. And that's what I did. So it got me out of the situation. And now I'm in a beautiful home. I've got 24 years because I decided to go on the civilian side of federal service, which the military did count towards those 24 years, and focus on that and just take the things that I learned in the service and pour that onto the civilian federal side, civilian side. But my life wouldn't be what it is today if not for the military. In all honesty, I don't think I would be where I am today if it was not for the military. So for that, I'm very grateful. Now, am I patriotic? Fuck no. I'm not. Because this fucking country is fucked up, and it's done some fucked up people to a lot of groups of folks, my group included. And people use patriotism as a way to, in my opinion, beat down other people.
It's fake patriotism, but it's always been fake patriotism.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, the military has its good points. It, like when I told the kids to go, use it for what you need it for. And you don't have to spend your whole life in there if that's not what you want to do. But you definitely can get some things out of it that can help position you and wherever you want to be in life. So you can definitely use it for that. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. I was about to say, because I definitely wasn't planning to do 23 years. It just ended up that way because, of course, family, my children, doing everything for everybody else and not really doing anything for myself. I do not regret ever making the choice to go into the military. I don't regret it because it was a stepping stone for me. I've met some really good leaders and I met some really bad leaders. And I would say, though, I have learned from each of them because I learned what type of leader I wanted to be. So I will mimic the good leaders and I will always take from the bad ones what I didn't want to do. Like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that if I was doing that. I wouldn't do that if I was doing that. So I got that part from being in the military because you never know. I never knew what type of leader because I never led anybody until I joined the military. I wanted to do 4 years and that was it. And like, I guess I like you. I guess I'll go back to school. It was never my intent to really go to school, but I decided to do it anyway because I was like, why not? Why not keep learning? And then I had Cameron, and I was like, I got to keep going because when you a single mom, especially at that time of two, and not getting support from anybody, I had to keep going. So by the time before I knew it, I had 10 years in. And that made me go, girl, just keep going.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
once you do 10
years, I might as well keep going. Yeah. So let me just keep going. My kids they were doing great. I was doing great at the time. Like I said, my worst moments is when I moved to Tampa. That was the downfall of my career, kind of, but I still kept going. I was like, I'm gonna just keep pushing. And then I had Chris again. Don't judge me, y'all. Yes.
There go them goobers.
What? A single parent of 3. So I'm like, gotta keep going because I needed to go for them. And then I was helping family. And so that was the reason why I continued to stay. I don't know. I think leadership was the only thing that I got out of the military that I learned.
That's good.
I didn't learn anything. I didn't have a strong mentor. I didn't have many mentors at all. There was a couple of people that I look back and go, I enjoyed talking to them, but it's not somebody that mentored me throughout my career to guide me or help me. But there were people that I will always remember because of our conversation and things of that nature. But yeah, that's
Sergeant Johnson. 2 of them. They were husband and wife. They were my mentors when I was in the service. She was the best supervisor I had ever had in my life. And she was a master sergeant. And we would have to, the building that we worked in, we would have to do the maintenance outside, like cutting the grass and all of that. And she would, even when she was pregnant, even before she got pregnant, that lady would go outside and she would pull weeds. She would cut grass. She would weed whack with us. And we were like, why are you out here? She said, just because I got these stripes don't mean I'm better than anybody. And she said, my troops are out here, so I'm out here. When I tell you, we did everything we could for that lady and to make sure that shit was running and doing and everything was right for that lady so that she shined, because she showed us what it was to be a leader. And not because we had sergeants that would, like the sergeant that came after her, that bitch wouldn't do shit. She'd sit on her ass and she would just say, do whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. If that's how you choose to do. But the master sergeant, get out there with her people. And I so admire that about that lady, because it made us feel better as young senior airmen or whatever, to have someone of her rank say, I'm not above you. The same way you can come out here and do this stuff, I can come do this stuff too. And we would tell her, no, going back in there. After she did it, for a few months, we were like, we got this. Because anybody that cut the grass got to go home early. So we was like, we got it. I cut the grass.
Right. I don't need to cut nothing, please.
We get to be done by 12 o'clock and out of there.
Right.
But no, in all seriousness though, she was one of the best supervisors that I've ever had in the doggone military. She was wonderful. I had her husband first, who was great. And then I got switched to the different building, and I ended up being her troop. And I was like, are you married to Sergeant Johnson? And she was like, yeah, that's my husband. I was like, so I got to get the taste of both of them.
Right.
And they were just, oh my goodness, just absolutely wonderful, wonderful. And she mentored me up until I got out. But the military was,
they're hard to come by. Like I remember some of my leaders. Like I said, they wasn't mentors, but they were great leaders. Um, I'm glad I still remember them. Like Miss, I think her name was Miss Ruford from Bethesda. And she was a civilian. That lady, she's the reason why I stayed in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she was like, "Oh no, we need you, we need you." So she was encouraging me to stay in. So, which I'm glad I did, because like I said, just had Cameron, so I was happy that I stayed in that time. And then I had Mr. Ianacone. He was at Maple. He was very, he was tough. He was tough. A lot of people didn't like him, but I did because he was at least fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that about people, whether they're tough or not, he was at least fair. So he was another one that sticks with me. And then it's Colonel, I cannot remember her name. Colonel Neat. And that was an Afghanistan girl.
Oh,
I would
Afghanistan.
yes. Colonel Neat in
I
Afghanistan
know
was
some juicy stories in
when I
Afghanistan.
was awesome. No, it's not. Colonel Neat
Boring.
whatever. Only thing I cried when I was in Afghanistan.
I know you did. Missing her fiance.
Don't do that.
You
Colonel Neat.
did.
No, not really. Colonel Neat. We're gonna go back to Colonel. You know what?
Let's scratch that part out the video. That's a blooper reel. Don't put that so he can see you say that. Send that to the sisters.
Whatever. I ain't gonna send that to nobody.
Cut
If he
that
said,
out.
he said. It is what it is. I'm married to him now, but I ain't gonna say, "Oh no, I didn't." No, I didn't. But anyway, going back to Colonel Neat, why you keep? She is really good. She's from New Jersey too. My sister.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh my god.
She was good. She was good.
She was.
Oh,
You're
good.
so funny. No, she was.
Good.
It's just a few people that I remember. Like my first Chief Foster, I remember her because she was wonderful. She was. And there was another chief that was with her that helped me furnish my first apartment with some of her old stuff. I wish I remember her last name, but I don't. I don't.
Mm.
But she was a great person. She was good too.
Cool.
Yeah, there was a few people that stuck with me. And of course, I still have wonderful people that I still talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as mentors, like I think back, like, dang, I didn't really have a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I mentor people, but I didn't have one for myself.
Yeah.
And that could have been because of me and my personality.
Sometimes
I'm
it
so
be that way.
standoffish sometimes, I know.
Sometimes it be that way. I only have a couple of people that I still talk to from the military that I was like close with. But for the most part, I don't know who none of them bitches are. None of them. They did not leave a lasting impression on me for me to even give a crap. You know what I did do though? Like some of those websites to try to find people that you serve with.
Mm-hmm.
I have gone on there to try to see if I could, locate anyone. I haven't found anyone. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't even fucking recognize them because I saw them for like 6 weeks in fucking 93.
Right. Together we serve.
And I didn't like a lot of them bitches, no way.
Together we serve.
Yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm. And I didn't particularly care for them no goddamn way. So I don't know if I really want to find them. Shit.
Some people I wouldn't mind finding. Sorry y'all, I just don't remember half you all's names. Like I said, sometimes when you don't leave a impression.
Oh, them bitches left impression. I just don't really fucking care.
Some people, hey, I'm gonna remember you, and some people I will not. I promise you, I will not. Yeah. I'm good with faces, but overall, again, we're gonna be celebrating Veterans Day on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're gonna go and get fat.
Yeah,
not too fat though.
I'm already fat.
See, everybody like Christmas and Thanksgiving and all them other. I like Veterans Day because I don't got to spend no money and it's all free.
Trust me, I know.
It's all
Are
free.
you going
That
with
is my
me?
favorite holiday.
And it's crazy because I do not like pulling out that ID for nothing.
I
I don't
know.
ask like, do you got military? No, I don't ask for none of that.
Oh, I
I
do.
don't be want people to know.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
do.
why I know.
Girl, you need to get your freebies. Fuck all that. I'm gonna need you to run me my shit. Run it.
I know. After 23 years,
You should
I
be getting
put that-
all the free stuff you
I
can
put
get,
that
girl.
uniform up and was like, "Yep, I won't see you no more."
Yeah, no.
It
Run me
was
my shit every time I
over.
go somewhere. You got military discount.
You.
I'm gonna need my. I don't care if it's $2. That's $2 extra in my pocket.
I hear you, sis.
Yeah,
I do.
run it.
I do.
Run
do.
it. And some
But-
people, some like what was that? I don't know. Some store I went to, they had a really good military discount because I got like $100 and some bucks off of something that I was buying, which was great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a nice discount.
Yeah, I want to see.
Nice discount.
That's
Look
her
at me.
basic training.
Yes. Look how skinny I look.
I know.
Now I look like a fat blob.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
You do not. And
So
of course,
little.
this is me.
Look at her. She got 5 pictures to my one. She just had to show off, didn't she?
I did. Well, 23 years, I got to let y'all know. This is the mini me.
A collage. Then my sister look cute.
I tried. Listen, this was A school. The one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You will see. That's, oh, Lord. The times. It'd be like that. But again,
overall, the military did us well, and it's still serving both of us
very well. Very well.
Serving us very well.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining either.
I am not.
Because it's nice to not get beat up.
That's true. And it's crazy because we both ended up, well, you have 24 years plus your federal service.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I retire and go right back into federal service.
Civilian
and you
side.
see, yeah, civilian side. And you see where we're at now. Well, we furloughed within a month. But I'm accepted for furlough, so I've been working for free. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. And I do mean working. You would think, oh, do y'all work? No, they still. Some of these people think you.
I'm lucky because I'm on the BHA side, so we're not a part of the shutdown. We work, we still get a paycheck. And
which
overtime.
Is beautiful. They don't need to shut the VHA down.
Yeah, that fucking suck if you shut down.
Yes, it would.
You shut us down. That you're gonna really see a lot of pissed off veterans.
Okay, listen, but it's funny. Every day waking up and logging on and just working. You go, what?
And not get
when
I worked for the IRS, it was like that.
2 paychecks so far that we've missed. Well, 2.5 because we didn't get our full one.
Yeah.
When
you like Social Security because when I was talking to Erica, she said they got a half a check right before.
Yeah, because it was ended on the 30th of September. So whatever you did up to the 30th, that's what you got.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a full paycheck.
Yeah.
And then we on missing paycheck.
2 full paychecks. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
That's crazy.
That really sucks.
But I'm not out.
And for that reason, I'm glad I no longer work at the IRS because I'd be right there with you in the same boat and probably still having to fucking go to work.
Yep. And
not getting a fucking paycheck. That's not a good feeling.
It's not.
It's not a good feeling.
But
also, who wants to pay? My premiums tripled for healthcare.
Yes, I know.
Tripled. But, I didn't tell you.
What?
I have figured out a way I can get rid of it. I dug deeper into Champ VA and I made a few phone calls and I'll pay for Champ VA. So Darion will be getting all of his health care through Champ VA come Jan 1. I'm dropping yes, I'm dropping that.
Oh, that's good.
He's going to use Champ VA full time, and Champ VA will pay 75% of his medical, and we have to pay 25%. But guess what? The 25% that we have to pay we only have to meet a $3,000 deductible. That's more than what I pay for insurance right now.
Yes.
So once we hit the $3,000,
That's more or less than what you pay.
That's less. The
Right,
3,000
less
is
than what you
less
pay.
than what
Yeah.
I currently pay and what they were trying to get me to pay.
Oh yes. I
So
know.
$3,000 deductible we have to meet. I'm sorry, maximum out of pocket that we have to meet, and then a $50 deductible, which he's already met. And that's it. And I don't pay a monthly premium for that. And we get his Meals by Med. He gets all of his medications for free.
Wow.
Including the $800 Jardians. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you was like, let me drop this.
Yep.
Quick and eat.
And
Yes.
open season starts next month.
Yeah, it
I mean
does.
next week. Yeah, I will be dropping it. I'm gonna keep the dental and the other thing because that's actually cheaper than going with what the military has. But yeah.
Wow.
And so I can drop it. You will not be taking my shit up to $9,000 a year.
Dang. See? I'm about to say
That's
again,
the military, baby.
The government shutdown affects me, but I am like 100% with them. Keep it shut down until they do something about people's healthcare. Because you cannot go up on these people's healthcare. You know, I don't have to worry about healthcare, but other people do. Yeah. And that's just how we're built different.
We are built different. Because I say keep it down because with the prices is something now. If I'm bitching about $9,000,
just imagine. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is. But we are going to wrap this up. Yay! Wrap it up for now. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you were quite entertained. Yes,
I know I was.
She has a lot of stories, doesn't she? Yes. Anyway.
Stories for days.
Yes. And we're going to keep this up. Again, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans coming up.
Happy Veterans Day, folks.
Yes, have a great weekend. And we will be talking to you all soon. Yes. And next time you see us, you're going to see 2 extra bodies. So get ready for the laughs and the joys from sisterhood. All right. Take care.
Bye.